A new example of the fuzzy math that Elon Musk's DoGE task force is using is calling into question some of their purported savings. According to independent congressional reporter Jamie Dupree, the DoGE team is finally posting examples of where they have cut spending. Oh, good. Now, this one claims, and I'm going to show you the example here. Um, this one claims $8 billion in savings, bottom figure, but if you look at the fine print in the upper right, it is a contract that is instead valued at $8 million. The $8 million contract in question was to provide tech support for the Office of Diversity and Civil Rights and was over a 3-year period.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
I don't know if they know this, but there's quite a bit of a big difference between $8 million and $8 billion. Huge difference. Okay. Now, look, it's examples like this and others, which have a lot of people calling the supposed $55 billion in savings that they're claiming into question. This is according to their own website, right? And maybe it's because their website is real slow on the uptake. But currently, the savings that they have only accounts for about $16.6 billion. And that's before factoring in the aforementioned error in the data published on DoGE's website about that $8 million contract that was mislabeled as $8 billion. And so really, when it comes down to it, those cuts only equal about $8.6 billion in savings. Okay. So yeah, they're not really doing all that well, are they? Now, that said, they're not cutting waste, fraud, and abuse, because that's the claim, right? Oh, we're cutting all the government waste. I mean, look at all these programs that that were wasteful, fraudulent, and abusive, right? No, the reality is they're going after stuff that Musk is ideologically opposed to. Doesn't Just because you don't like it doesn't mean it's fraudulent. Okay. And of course, he also is going after stuff that doesn't benefit him, and also after entire agencies that have been investigating him. Okay. And so, that's the reality. Now, the funny part about all this is how ham-handed it is. Okay. I mean, it's so bad that you had nuclear security technicians that got fired and then rehired because, oops, it turns out we actually need those guys. Oh, oh, shoot. Oh, did we just fire the people that maintained our nuclear arsenal? Oopsie. Oh, we're going to have to fix that. Okay. Not only that, but you've got these huge conflicts of interest, right? For example, he fired the officials at the FDA who were overseeing a brain implant project that Musk runs. That's the Neuralink, right? Which had been killing a lot of monkeys in their research. So, I mean, you want the people to put them chips in their head? They're killing the monkeys. What do you think it's going to do to us? No, I'm putting that damn chip in my head. All right. No way in hell. Okay. Now, that said, you would have to have a chip in your head to believe it, Elon Musk, for some reason. But anyway, look, he also claims that, hey, look what we're doing now. We're returning the money to the taxpayers, right? We're saving so much money. Look at what we're saving so much money. Are you? Are you actually returning it to the taxpayers? No. A Trump official told not us that depending on the funds, the money is either repurposed or returned to the Treasury Department. So, all right, what's the money doing? I mean, it's either just not sitting there or just sitting there and just not being used. Okay. So that's where all these savings are going to go. Now, turns out that federal officials who decide to spend less than the congressionally appropriated amount or want to cut spending altogether must provide notice to Congress. Congress, in turn, has 45 days to pass a law allowing the rescission of funds. So they actually have to do their job, Republicans in Congress, if Congress does not pass a law, the funds must be spent as appropriated. Spending on contracts that agencies are obligated to must also be completed. So they can't just go and cancel all these contracts. So, yeah, what they're doing, they're not really even doing anything. Okay? Not to save the country money. Now, here's the other thing, right? And maybe this is a distraction. Maybe this is talk that I'm seeing on X or whatever. But didn't Musk say something about taking some of that DoGE money and getting a refund? No, it turns out he didn't say anything about that, right? But some people have floated the idea. In fact, the Zoria investment firm CEO James Fishback posted on X that the money from the DoGE savings should be sent back as a DoGE dividend. Oh, he said, American taxpayers deserve a DoGE dividend. 20% of the money that DoGE saved should be sent back to hardworking Americans as a tax refund check. It was their money in the first place. At $2 trillion in DoGE savings, which is never going to happen, by the way, and 78 million taxpaying households, this is a $5,000 refund per household. With the remaining used to pay down the national debt. Elon, let's do this. This is how we rebuild trust in our government. Of course, it's not going to happen. Okay. As I already mentioned, any savings goes back to the Treasury and then has to be spent anyway because it's congressionally appropriated, right? And so, yeah, it's going to end up somewhere else or getting spent on the things that you didn't want to spend it on anyway because it's passed by Congress. But anyway, anything else, by the way, any actual savings that they would, actually have, okay, assuming, okay, Congress goes and passes whatever law and goes through the correct process, it's still not going to go back to you. It's probably going to end up paying for gigantic tax cuts for the rich that the Republicans are planning. It's $4.5 trillion in tax cuts. So all this is a gigantic boondoggle, okay, launched in order to distract people, I think, from the fact that they are going to loot the Treasury. And more importantly, dismantling parts of our government that might actually hold people like Elon Musk accountable, well, as well as Donald Trump, of course, along with all their super rich corporate friends who just want regulations and regulators to go away. And so that's what this is. It's a non-agency. Again, no accountability here when it comes to DoGE. Very little transparency, okay? And the math just ain't working out. And so it's just nothing more than a gigantic scam being pulled on all of us. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shutting down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.